Hi guys, and welcome back. So I know you're gonna love this video because this video today is about the modern day texting scenarios. Okay, when he reads your message, you see those two blue ticks or you see the red and he ain't replied. Oh God. So that's what today's video is about. Dating in the 21st century and technology. Good Lord, is it helping or is it hindering the love connection? Okay, so welcome to you guys. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe, you press the like button, comment and share this video with your friends. And welcome back to those of you who are my subscribers. You know how I do. Sometimes I'm crazy, sometimes I'm not, but you are welcome back and I love you guys. Thank you so much for following me. I'll see y'all on Facebook and Instagram, Chengi's World, and Twitter, Chengi Pot for now. Guys, let's get this party started. So I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine and she's like, oh, see, they is dick on WhatsApp, right? So every one of our texting technologies, so they brought in this great thing, right? But it's the worst possible thing for dating. It's great if you're in business. It's great if you're unemotionally attached to the outcome of the response of the guy on the other side. Now, girls, I know all about that. Hands up. Okay, hands up, because I know all about that and it has not ceased to annoy me. Okay, because when you send a message and you see somebody open it, the assumption in your head is you've seen it, why aren't you responding? Or you send a message and they have not opened it, but you're seeing that they're online, right? So you're like, you're online and you've been online for the last 30 minutes and you haven't responded. And I have been on the receiving end of you've been online and you haven't responded. This is how you're gonna be. It's natural to assume that what's happening on the other side of the line is somebody is giving you the finger, or somebody is misbehaving, or somebody doesn't want to hear from you. Because there's nothing worse in the world than being ignored. We don't mind somebody rejecting us as much. We don't mind a lot of things, but we mind being ignored. That really does you in, because you only ignore the things that truly don't matter. So when we're in relationships, I have seen girls completely annihilate and destroy relationships. I have been tempted to destroy a few in the past because I allowed what I am interpreting to have a certain kind of meaning. Now, just because somebody opens your text message, girl, doesn't mean it only means whatever you give it meaning to. It only means what you give meaning to. Actions are actions, but what you give meaning to that action and interpret that action will determine what you will do. And we have to realize that in the 21st century, it is quicker communication than ever before. It is easier for me to read a message than to respond. Because if I am at the lights, I'm driving, I'm at the lights, I'm not supposed to be anywhere near my mobile, so I'm not anywhere near my mobile. But sometimes a message will flash up, maybe because I use my phone as a sat nav and a message will flash up from whatever. And if I'm at the lights or in the middle of traffic, I might just press it to see who's just sent me that message. And then I will read your message. And then I will get to the destination that I'm getting to. And somebody's going to talk to me, and that person's going to talk to me, and something's going to happen. And as God lives, I won't have a chance to, by the time the day has gone by, I've forgotten, or in my mind I've responded. I've done this a million times where in my mind I've responded to a message that I never responded to. Okay, and I have come to realize that if that can happen to me, it's likely going to happen. I was talking to a friend of mine. I was saying, she was like, oh, he's been online. He hasn't spoken to me. She's talking about her boyfriend at this point. I'm like, look, because sometimes, you know, and there are times when I've seen a message flash up on my phone and I have been online because the other messages, they're kind of yes, no messages. But because you are important to me, because the person that messaged me is important to me, I don't want to open their message, because if I open it, I won't be able to respond immediately. And I want to be reminded that there's a message waiting for me in my inbox. So I know that the response I want to give to that person, I want it to be thought through, I want it to be thoughtful, I want it to be considered. So I just don't want to say, yeah, sure, no problem, whatever. So I will leave that until the end of the day, until I know that I am in a position where I'm mentally and emotionally available. Guys, we need to stop assigning bad interpretations and assigning the wrong thoughts to why people don't respond. Just because it says read doesn't necessarily mean that that person has actually read it. It might mean that they happen to, with smartphones nowadays, you can easily, I can open a message and not even know it's open because maybe my bag has touched it or my thumb touched it while I was looking for something in my bag. And we do that all the time. Don't assume that just because a guy has read your message, that he's online, that he's somehow trying to make a point, okay? It's usually not that. Sometimes people are busy. Now, I would rather you assume that he's busy or something is taking his attention or that he's forgotten. It's easier to assume that and better for you to make that assumption than to assume that he's ignoring you. Because if you assume he's ignoring you, I can guarantee you are about to make some huge mistakes. Even if he is ignoring you, then the best thing for you to do is let that happen, okay? Is allow that person to show you who they are, to show you that actually they don't regard you, they don't take you seriously. I've sent messages to people and I've never got a response. And because I had a relationship with that person, it was like, I'll send you another one, okay? And I'll send you another one because I've got a relationship with that person and I know their lesson, I know their principle, I know what they're about. So I don't take it to heart. And I know that I just need to get that message to you. I don't expect you to get back to me. But that's not in a relationship where I was dating that person. That's a different type of relationship. But when we are in a dating relationship, we have to not allow technology to speak for us. Until somebody verbalizes what they're thinking or what they're feeling, you simply don't know. Don't assume you know what's going on in somebody's brain. And I have seen so many girls, I get so many messages, oh, I've seen him online and doesn't respond. If you send a message to somebody and they have read it and a few days have passed, you can send them a little question mark if it was the question, or hi, did you forget my message? And most of the time they'll be like, oh, hi, sorry, I thought I'd responded or whatever. But when we are, when we assume the worst, we ruin our relationships. And so many relationships have been ruined because of text messaging. I have a friend who totally hates texting. And we're always having this conversation, stroke fight about it because I am a texter. I love to text. Texting is my favorite medium. Why? Because I don't have to go through formalities. I don't have to go through no. I'm one of those people. I'm very business. Even with my relationships, I prefer to see you face to face or get a message to you as quickly as possible. It's easier for me to type out a message. Boom. Okay, this is what I need, and let you get back to me when it's convenient for you, rather than call you and then you're busy and it goes to voicemail and then I don't like the fussing, and I guess I'm just a 21st century boo. I'm just built that way. I prefer to text. This is what happened, this is what's going on, blah 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 blah, and c'est la vie, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, let's keep going. So I'm very business, and that can sometimes that can break connections. And sometimes I've sent messages that have got me into so much trouble because you don't know what you're writing can be received on the other side. But you do send them in the hope that it makes sense. But the point I'm making is, I've said in another video, texting for dating, you can watch that. Never text anything emotional via text. Text is for efficiencies, for getting that message across. But when we're dating, I just want us to be aware and conscious that it's better that you assume the best instead of the worst. Just because you see the blue ticks does not mean that person is ignoring you. Just because they haven't responded to you in a few days, just ping them back and say, oh, did you get my message? Is everything okay? Just because they're online and not talking to you doesn't mean that they've decided. And maybe before they would respond really quickly, the moment they saw you even typing a message, they were back on that. But again, when our relationships go into different, and you can go and watch my video on relationship shifts, recognizing relationship shifts. I've done a video on that. When our relationships are going through a shift, that person feels that they're secure in a relationship enough with you for them to not need to respond to you at the drop of a hat. Doesn't mean that they feel any different about you. They just feel more secure in that relationship, and rightly or wrongly, they're not prioritizing you in the way that they used to, or they know that if they do, they're going to end up engaging in a conversation that's going to be distracting to them in a good way, but distracting to them where they are. So let's stop running our relationships based on what we perceive is happening based on the blue ticks or on the red message or delivered red messages. We need to really, deal with that inner voice that is always saying it's got to do with rejection. We're a generation of rejected people. We all sort of suffer and struggle with the spirit of rejection, a mindset of rejection, that is so easy to make rejection the default position. He hasn't responded because he's rejecting me. It's so easy to jump into rejection mode. And I'm just saying to you guys, don't let 21st century technology rob you of actually connecting with somebody and actually vocalizing and verbalizing with that person. And then that's how you truly know. And if you feel that they do it all the time, then have the conversation. Guys, I will see you soon. I hope this video helped, and I will see you guys soon. Keep calm, girl. Okay, and I will see you soon on Facebook and Instagram, Chengi's World, guys. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you do, and leave a comment, talk to me, and I will see you on the other side. Love you guys lots. Mwah. Bye now.